How's it going, everybody? It's me, QS Spawn, and today we are back with another Java programming tutorial. It has been brought to my attention that in this tutorial, or in the last tutorial at least, where I covered the math object and some basic math functions, I did not include a very important and useful math function. Here's what it is. If I go integer, if I type integer division equals 5 divided by 3, and then I save and run it, I get, and first I need to print it out. So if I run this, I will receive 1. This is because the Java programming language interprets 5 divided by 3 not as 5 divided by 3, but as how many times is 3 go into 5. For the Java programming language, this is the correct answer. 1, because 3 goes into 5 1 time. In order to fix this, we need to put integer remainder equals 5% 3. The percent sign gets the remainder. It does 5 divided by 3, ignores the answer, and then just gets what the remainder is. So 5 divided by 3 is 3, or just 1, sorry, with a remainder of 2. So if we copy this and replace this with a remainder, we should get the numbers 1 for the division and 2 for the remainder. And here we go, 1 for the division and then 2 for the remainder left over. That is all I needed to cover for the missing parts from my last tutorial, and now we can move on to today's tutorial. For today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to use the scanner utility in order to read user input. To do this, I'm going to be making a new project. I'm going to name it user input. Here it is. Just delete that real quick. New class file, package.com.qsspawn.userinput. Name user input. Pop on a stub here, and here we go. So now there are 2 ways to receive user input, but I'm going to teach you the scanner utility way, because the other way uses a console utility, and I've always found that more complicated, tedious, and difficult to use just personally. So I never bothered to learn it fully, and I'm not going to be teaching you guys how to do that unless you really want me to do a tutorial on that. So first things first, you need to import the scanner utility. To do this, you type import java.util.scanner. This imports the scanner package, the scanner file from the package java.util.scanner. So another way of importing things is, if you don't remember the exact name of the scanner, and you knew java.util, you can just do import java.util.asterisk. And what that does is imports everything in java.util. Scanner, color, BG color, width, all sorts of stuff. But we're not going to be using that because it will really slow down your program, because it imports everything as the first thing it does. So if you're using a high frame rate program, or a program that needs a high frame rate, it could slow it down a lot. So the next thing to do is to make a scanner object. Right now all you have is a scanner package. So what you need to do is type scanner, because that's the package, and then you name your new object. I'm going to name it scanner, again, for the purpose of easily recognizing it, equals new scanner system.in. So what this does is it's going to make a new scanner object, and what that is that object will take the system input and scan it using the scanner utility. So now I'm going to print a question into the console. So we'll do system.out.println, and we'll print out enter a number. And in this section, we're going to put integer number equals scanner.next integer. What this does is we name the integer for the number they enter, number, and then we take the scanner object .next integer, which uses the next command, which is part of the scanner package. What that does is it takes the system input from the scanner object and then names it next as an integer. Then these two brackets or two parentheses show that it's an object, and then the semicolon ends the statement. And so now we can put system.out.println, ln, you chose blank plus number as your number. So what this does is it prints out, what this program does is it prints out a prompt. That prompt says enter a number. This saves whatever someone inputs into the enter a number prompt, and then this line of code prints out you chose and then whatever number they put, and then as your number. So if I typed in 5, it would say you chose 5 as your number. So I'm going to save this and run it. Here, enter a number. I click down here, type 5, and press enter. You chose 5 as your number is the result. So now that I have this, I can run this again. Enter a number, 6. You chose 6 as your number. Whatever number you put in here, it will write into the console. One last thing, if this is only if you're using Eclipse. If I do not type import java.util.scanner, it's going to give you a red X. It's going to scanner cannot be resolved to a type. If you have this error and you don't know what package you want to input, you hover over scanner and you can click import scanner. And what this does is it automatically inputs the package for you. A way of doing this faster if you don't have much time is to click on it. Instead of hovering over it and then clicking import scanner, you just press Control-Shift-O on a Windows computer and it auto imports all the packages needed. That's all the time I have for tutorial today. If you enjoyed this video, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. If there are any specific programming languages or tutorials that you want me to make, leave a comment below. If you want me to turn off the yellow highlight that's around my mouse, just leave a comment letting me know. If you would like to download Eclipse, then I'll have a link in the description below. If you didn't catch my last video, I'll also have a link in the description below. As always, this is QS Spawn, and have a wonderful day.